Namaskar everyone. Because I come from Uttar Pradesh, we call it Yogi Adityanath Uttar Pradesh, from the land of Janmabhoomi of Sri Ram, Janmabhoomi of Sri Krishna. So let me greet you with Jai Shri Ram and Jai Shri Krishna. We had a wonderful session with Vishnuji, and now we know the live updates. And uh, Vishnuji and me lives very near to each other. He lives in Ghaziabad, and it's amazing to access him and see so many dharmic people around. My journey with my book on Yogi Adityanath started in 2016 when he was not even a chief minister. I wrote a book on Uttar Pradesh, that Uttar Pradesh Vikas ki pratiksha mein, right? That Uttar Pradesh is waiting for its due development. And it's a commentary on the 10 years of Mayawati and Akhilesh Yadav's rule with multiple RTIs that are filed on them. While I was doing some electioneering was happening for 2017 election, I went to the MUT multiple times. Never accessed him personally, but observed him and was very intrigued by his personality. And it so happened that while I was doing this, election was over. This was the first major election after demonetization, if you remember. November, December was the demonetization time, 2016, and 17 he became the chief minister, and BJP won big time there. I thought that's a quite a blessing in disguise that this intriguing personality, a political personality, should be brought out. And also one more thing, Praveen, I saw, as soon as he became the chief minister, all of a sudden, as Shifali was also mentioning, English media got very active all of a sudden. And a New York Times and a CNN also got very active. This was the first time I realized, maybe after Narendra Modi, that foreign media is commenting on an Indian chief minister.
You're right, and actually, we made a short
On
video on
that
this,
part.
and I will
Okay.
show it to the audience.
Okay.
You're
So I,
absolutely
I I
true.
was very intrigued. Like they're saying a cow-loving chief minister. Modi made a. In fact, New York Times used the word a militant chief minister. The lady was trolled and she said no, militant means zealous, and then she changed the word on an online article, but the printed one was printed anyways. So that also intrigued me. That why they have so much confidence? मतलब my internal feeling was कि मोदी को तो उन्होंने प्राइम मिनिस्टर बना दिया, योगी को भी बना के ही मानेंगे. The other ones, right? They were so perturbed by he becoming the chief minister. And when my team gave me all the videos, articles, like almost 99.9% was negative around him. I'm saying someone who is a member of parliament for 5 terms, and a lot of people don't know like his history, like who he was. So he's born in a town in Uttarakhand, now Uttarakhand, earlier Uttar Pradesh, a village called Panchur. His father was a forest guard, right? And mother, like a house, uneducated, so to say in the modern terms, uneducated uh, the housewife. There were 6 siblings. He went to multiple schools because his father was transferred in multiple places, and he was a very studious, nice student. And like being with cows was his responsibility in the house. They have 6 cows, and after coming from the school, he used to take them to grazing. And now when you see his politics, right, you'll see a lot of things, how he was growing up. I made a comic on him, and how the first scene opens in the comic, and I heard this incident in the village, that once he saw one of his cows was hurt, right, and the mother was calling that you were getting late for the school. He said, no, let me bandage the cow first, and he bandages the cow, and then he goes to a small hillock, like in hilly areas, everything is a hillock. So, and he's like 10 at that time, 10 or 11 years old. And he raises his fingers, and I'll say this in Hindi, as I heard from people, किसी ने मेरी गाय के साथ कुछ भी करा तो बुरा नहीं होगा. Now you can find a yogi tevar, right? That at 11 years, he's saying if someone messes with my cow, right, next time, this will not be good for you. And I'll find many such instances that
Yeah,
that bulldozer Baba was getting born
yeah,
there.
yeah, absolutely. And his love for cows is so much evident even now. I remember I was shooting at Gorakhnath Mutt in Gorakhpur along with him, and so he's a true yogi. Such a great discipline. It was very very cold winters, of the north, and I was told that that Maharaji will be there at 4:45, he will show up. And so all the unit in the morning, we all were there, ready we wanted to capture, what is his routine usually. So the routine went, that he first of all goes and he worships in all the temples, with the gurus and, deities all in the mud tent. And then he goes to the Gaushala. And I was admiring him so much. I was with him and I was watching him while shooting, and I saw that he fed more than 100 cows himself. You know, and you know the he had named, you know, the calves, you know, and when the calves, they saw, you know, Yogi ji coming, he called them out and they all came running. And with so much love, you know, he fed them, and you know, so his love is, you know, for the cows is so amazing. It's still there.
So yeah, and then he is 10 years old. He went to a school in Rishikesh, and in Rishikesh he was living alone with his brother, right? I think even today you will not find any 11th, 12th grader living alone with a brother, right? So he's that kind of upbringing. Uh, when I was talking to his father during my documentation on book, I was 5 years back. He's no more now. He died 2 years back in Corona, not through Corona, but during the Corona time he died. And he told a very interesting thing. He told that he was a forest guard. His name is Anand Singh Bisji. He had a very interesting humor. So he told me that I used to wear a forest guard. It looks like a police, that a khaki thing, right? And it was UP earlier. So UPF, UP forest. And UPF, if you see, looks like very similar to UPP. P and F are very similar, right? So he used to say, Ajay ke dost mujhe police wala samajhte the. And he laughed aloud. I thought, I also laughed. And then he got a guard by then, by Uttarakhand police, right? Because he's chief minister's father. अब देखो मुझे असली पुलिस वाला मिल गया. And he laughed again. तो मैंने कहा, do you enjoy this police with you? कह रहे, no, he's too much of a mess. He eats too much. I have to feed him. I have to get a seat. मैं बस में नहीं जा पाता हूँ. And I have written 2 letters to, I think that was Trivendra Singh Rawat. Trivendra Singh Rawat ji to take him. I don't need I don't need a guard. And then, like, while we were finishing, he told that I went to his house first. Panchur mein they have a house. Panchur is a very small village, and last 1 kilometer you have to walk. Still to go to Yogi Adityanath's original house where his mother lives. Mother is surviving. You have to walk for the last kilometer. So we all walked with my team, and he said, "वो जो आपने हरा मकान देखा था, that's my only asset in life." Right? Through forest, a lot of my friends earn a lot of money, and they have houses in Dehradun. Dehradun is like a big city for them. They all have houses in Dehradun, but meri jo sampatti hai, my asset is only my honest chief minister's son. And then he started crying vigorously. And that still gave me goosebumps. And Uttar Pradesh still feels it, that finally we got an honest chief minister. Moving on to the story, Praveen ji. So then he went to college, he went to Kordwar, he did BSc Maths, he was a very good student. And there he joined Akhil Bharatiya Vidyarthi Parishad. And this is not even a coincidence, not Sanyog, the Devyog, that he met Mahant Avedanath, his guru, on the context of Ram Temple. Can you imagine that? Like now he's the chief minister when Ram Mandir is built. And that time Ram Mandir movement was on its prime. And a lot of you don't know that the Mutt had a major role in Ram Mandir movement. In fact, Mahant Avedanath was the head of all the Ram Mandir committees. It was not Ashok Singhal ji.
Yeah, you know, and we have a film to
Yeah,
show
I
on
also
that. You know.
realized. So Ashok Singhal ji had this point that some Sant will be heading it. Like, I'll be the organizer, but some Sant will head it. So there were 6 different committees. Their different name: Ram Mandir Committee, Ram Mandir Pran Pratishtha Committee, and Mahant Avedanath was the head of all these committees. And Mahant Avedanath had this charge to go to all the college campuses. And Gorakhpur and Uttarakhand is almost 800, 900 kilometers away. And this is, I'm telling you, 1991 was travels, buses, trains was quite a difficult thing. So Mahant Avedanath had to land in Kordwar in Uttarakhand, and Ajay Singh Best, the pre-sannyas name of Yogi Adityanath, and had to be the organizer of that event. And they both meet. And he's asking questions about Ram, that what is the futility of Ram, why is this movement relevant today? And Mahant Avedanath is answering from the stage. And while after the session, he's saying, okay, you are quite energetic, we need people like you. Why don't you come to the Mutt? And can you imagine, after 2 months, he lands in the Mutt. He did not become the sannyasi then, but again, it sounds very easy today. But can you imagine, like a 19-year-old, hardly any pocket money, going 900, 800 kilometers, booking like train ticket is tough today, imagine then. And he's going there, and then they're starting bonding that time. Then he comes back, he started his MSc then. In Rishikesh, in a different college. Rishikesh is downhill. In fact, Rishikesh is just from where Uttarakhand starts, from Saharanpur and Roorkee. And then he's doing his MSc. He reads the newspaper news that Mahant Abednath is admitted in AIMS. That time was only Delhi AIMS. And again, he lands in Delhi AIMS. And Delhi AIMS is a huge structure. Finding your patient in Delhi AIMS is a puzzle in itself. And he goes to Mahant Abednath, and Mahant Abednath, like, while he's lying down, multiple pipes going in and out. Though he lived long after that, he only died in 2014. He held his hand and said, "Ab to aapko aana hi padega." Right? And that's like, people still ask, you know, sannyas kyun nahi? No one knows the answer. Yogi Adityanath never talks about it much. And anyway, you should not like ask about a pre-sannyas life of a sannyasi anyways, because I'm sure you all know that a sannyasi does a pindadan of himself, or not his identity basically. And he asked the first bhiksha from the parents and the close relatives just to like untie that knot of pre-sannyas life. And then he went back. He did not finish his MSc, and he went to the mutt without informing the parents. He told ki kuch job hai and I'm going there. And parents only got to know through a newspaper that my son became the heir apparent, like the next in line for Gorakhnath Mutt. And they took a train and went there. And unfortunately, Mahant Abednath was not in town that time. Only Yogi Adityanath, head shaved off. He looks very. And I produced. I don't have the copy of my first book, The Monk Who Became Chief Minister. I produced his photos with bandana, with goggles, with a group where someone is playing a guitar, like a whatever the lifestyle of a 1991-year-old young people that time. And they saw him in a Bhagwa attire, head shaved off, with, if you know, the Kanfata in Gorakhnath, with the Kanfata Prakriya. And they do it from this lobe, not the lobe that we do normally. So in this format, they were like, and the mother was weeping ferociously. And he made them calm down, made them eat food. If you go to Mutt, they will give you that peda and meethi lassi. So it was common in the Mutt. And then he made them call to a landline through wherever Mahant Abednath was. And the conversation between, I call it the biological father and the guru, or the spiritual father. Because if you know, all sannyasis write their father's name, even their documents, like Aadhaar card, if you see Yogi Adityanath's Aadhaar card, the father's name will be Mahant Abednath. That's how it goes. So when the conversation between biological father and the spiritual father is saying, you have like 6 children. Can you give 1 children for the service of nation, for the service of dharma? And then the next moment, Anand Singh Bijji touches the feet of Yogi Adityanath, like, consider him, now you are no more my son, you are Mahant Abednath. And from there on, the journey takes off. So in 1994, Mahant Abednath passed on his spiritual baton to him. Though he was in Nath Panth, till you are alive, you are the Mathadish. But for all practical purposes, Yogi Adityanath was running it. His name was Naika Baba or Chutka Baba. Naika is new. Naika Baba, Chutka Baba, in the Gorakhpur parlance. In 1998, he passed on the political baton when in fact, I produced that picture also when Advani ji came, that 98 is a crucial election and you have to win this seat for us. Mahant Abednath said, we will surely win this seat for us, but it will not be me this time. It'll be this. And if you see Yogi Adityanath that time, he looks really boyish. You must have seen that Sanskrit oath he's taking in 98. That video is quite viral, right? He was like really thinnish and very boyish. And he fought that election 98, and then he became member of parliament number 1 time, 99 second time, 2004 the 3rd time, 2009 the 4th time, 2014 the 5th time. A lot of people think that, oh, he's a new politician, right? He's an MP from last 19 years he spent in parliament. I'm saying there is no chief minister who spent 19 years in parliament and then went back. And UP gets a huge advantage. Like, he picks a phone and calls Nitin Gadkari. Right, versus any other BJP chief minister, a principal secretary will write to some secretary and then letters will exchange, right? His experience in governance is superb, right? And Pravinji, you were talking about the daily life, right? If you go to his pre-chief minister life, right, he will get up at 3:45, 4. In fact, in UP, when Yogi Adityanath became the chief minister, the joke was, who gets up early, Narendra Modi or Yogi Adityanath? And the answer was, Yogi gets up 15 minutes earlier than Modi, right? So meaning that both of live a very disciplined lifestyle. So it seems the word is that he gets up at 3:45, he does his snanam, jo bhi Nath Panth ki, all the kriyas, he comes down, as he said. He used to go with a lut, we call it, like a bamboo stick, and tuck, tuck, tuck. It's also a wake up, it's an alarm for the whole ashram. Ki, I have woken up, like, have you woken up on a tuck, 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 tuck? He goes to all, and there are small, small temples. Temples or samadhis of Gorakshnath Ji, Mahenda Vednath, Mahenda Digvijaynath, the Dada Guru of Yogi Adityanath, and the Dhuni, which is firing, and all the places. There's a Bhim statue also. It seems there's a story Bhim ji came to invite Gorakshnath Ji for an event in the Mahabharat context. So he goes everywhere, then he goes to Goshala, then he goes up, and then a lot of people don't know Mutt is a massive Mutt, right? And not only that structure, Mutt runs some 40 plus large institutions, like multiple schools with 5,000 students, multiple colleges, nursing institute, Ayurvedic college, Ayurvedic hospital come college, modern allopathy hospital, a 300 bed hospital, which is like a large hospital. And every hotel that you stay in on some leased property of the Mutt. Right, so Mutt almost own whole of Gorakhpur. That's why Gorakhnath Mutt and Gorakhpur are so synonymous. And you will see him like doing these meetings like CEOs, if you're running one school can be like your lifetime work, right? Running 40 institutions. So he is working as a CEO from quite some time, right? And then he will come down and do a Janta Darbar from almost 9:30 to 11:30 every day from when he was not a chief minister. I'm telling you all of this when he was not a chief minister. And but I met a Muslim guy when he was not a chief minister, I was in ashram and he was coming out with some letter. ऐसे ये बाबा की जादुई छुट्टी है, चाहे बहन जी की सरकार हो या नेताजी की सरकार हो, डीएम काम करेगा ही करेगा. नेताजी is Mulayam Singh Yadav in UP parlance and बहन जी means Mayawati in UP parlance. And we call district collectors DMs there. So if Yogi Adityanath has written a letter for you, DM has to react. Because his thing was, if DM will not react, so he will call, अच्छा अब चिट्ठी से काम नहीं चलेगा, आना पड़ेगा. And he will not आके कुछ धमकाएंगे नहीं, he will just go and sit there. And when he will sit there, वहाँ पे एक term था, बाबा बैठ गए. बैठ गए मतलब like, now he will only get up then when the work is done. And thousands of people shut their shops and come. And they don't even know the issue. किसी का scholarship नहीं मिला है, किसी का report नहीं लिखा है, किसी का कुछ और ऐसा मामला पेंडिंग है, फसल का बीमा नहीं मिला है. And he will sit and एक दो बार जब DMs को पता लग गया कि भाई he will come and sit and he will embarrass us and make us look bad, इसका काम कर दो. तो वहाँ पे एक पूरा दरबार लगता है जिसमें 300-400 लोग आते हैं. लॉट ऑफ मुस्लिम्स कम एंड वो पूरा चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑफिस के इसका लेटर लिखो, इसका लेटर लिखो, लेटर टाइप हो रहे हैं, वहाँ साइन हो रहे हैं. आपको लगेगा चीफ मिनिस्टर ऑफिस लखनऊ से चल रहा है कि यहाँ से चल रहा है. एंड नाउ ही डज 2 जनता दरबार्स. बेसिकली हिज टीम डज इन गोरखपुर and he does one in Lucknow every day. In fact, there is a joke so if you don't if you're close to his circle and if you are not getting appointment for 2-3 weeks, तो आप बोलते हैं जनता दरबार में आना पड़ेगा क्या? Because there you can get his attention, right? You will get your 5-7 minutes and he will hear. And he's so administratively astute because he has been in parliament for 19 years. He has heard almost 300 complaints of governance every day, right? From 20 years. So he knows what a person's issue can be, right? What are the range of issues from land pattas to schools to colleges. So he's a very astute politician. In fact, a lot of his IS officers says that we have to learn from him every day. Whenever there is a court case, so every government has to go to court, multiple courts. So lawyers come and take a brief from him, like what should be our line of argument so that we are on a safer side. So yeah, that's about him.
Very true. When I was making, we made actually three films. 2 films, one on Mutt, one on his, work, the way he works and all, and one was, just before the Ram Mandir inauguration. We thought, that how we should tell his story in a very interesting way. So I was thinking, what would be the best way? Because it was a festivity all over, so we thought we should make a music video, so that would really catch up with the masses, and people will get the subtle message as well. So a lot of things were going on in Ayodhya, and around at that time. So we made a small short music video. So I'll just like to play that. If you can play Vigneshwar, yeah, the music video Awadh Mein Ram. Yeah, this can be online, no problem. Release.
भारत पे कलंक पर छूट के लिए हिंदू समाज सतर्कता जिसने
चल के आज चारों धाम आए हैं, बजाओ ढोल स्वागत में, मेरे घर राम आए हैं। कथा शबरी की जैसे जुड़ गई मेरी कहानी से, न रोको आज धोने दो चरण आँखों के पानी से। बहुत खुश हैं मेरे आंसू के प्रभु के काम आए हैं। बजाओ ढोल स्वागत में, मेरे घर राम आए हैं।
Rama Janmabhoomi, Krishna Janmabhoomi, Kashi, these are not mosques for prayer. They were all victory monuments. We must bring about a change. The youth alone can. Take your responsibilities on your own shoulders. You have broad shoulders.
बच्चे का जन्म होता है अखंड रामायण का पाठ, कोई शुभ कार्य होता है राम नाम संकीर्तन, जगते हैं राम, सोते हैं राम, भोजन करते हैं तो राम, और अंतिम यात्रा भी निकलती है तो राम।
तुमको पाके क्या पाया है, सृष्टि के कण कण से पूछो। तुमको खोने का दुख क्या है, कौशल्या के मन से पूछो। द्वार मेरे ये अभागे, आज इनके भाग जागे। बड़ी लंबी इंतजारी हुई रघुबर तुम्हारी, तब आई है सवारी। संदेश से आज खुशियों के हमारे नाम आए हैं। बजाओ ढोल स्वागत में, मेरे घर राम आए हैं। दर्शन पाके है अवतारी, धन्य हुए हैं नैन पुजारी। जीवन नैया तुमने तारी, मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी। मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी। निर्धन का तुम धन हो राघव, तुम ही रामायण हो राघव। सब दुख हरना अवध बिहारी, मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी। मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी, मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी। चरण की धूल ले लूं मैं, मेरे भगवान आए हैं। बजाओ ढोल स्वागत में, मेरे घर राम आए हैं। मेरी चौखट पे चल के आज चारों धाम आए हैं। बजाओ ढोल स्वागत में, मेरे घर राम आए हैं।
So as you could see, the glimpses of his routine, of his life, and there's so much you can learn from such great people. I found him to be a true yogi, a true sannyasi, a true saint, a true Bharatiya, a true dharmic yodha, and very committed. And I really wish and I pray that when the time comes, he should be our next prime minister. Because we all Hindus, we see a great hope in him, and the coming times are going to be very, very difficult. because world is not going to be an easy place, and I think for Bharat, it would be in the best interest of Bharat that Yogi ji becomes the Prime Minister. Now, coming back to, how the films are made, just a short this thing. The films, it's not very, easy process to make a film. There a lot goes into that. People really don't know, what actually goes behind the scenes when we make a film. So when we were making these films, a lot has to be done, the scripting, research, getting the material, the visual material. Now, we traditionally, we don't have a very good record of keeping our archives, especially the video archives, or even the photographs, or, the past records. So, I had to meet a lot of people in the mud, try to get whatever I could, and some of them were, you will not believe, they were just tied in a small cloth, and it was just kept in a corner. And all those photographs and documents had to be, checked and screened, and, we had to take what we wanted, we had to shoot it, then digitize it. So a lot goes. So as you said, people don't know about the contribution of Goraksh Mutt in Ram Mandir movement, And this is why we thought, that we should make a short film so that we can highlight, what was what is the lineage, what is Nath Parampara, who were his great gurus, And I came to know about a very fascinating fact, when we were researching that, his Param Guru, he's from the lineage of Bappa Rawal. So, that was, really very extraordinary thing I came to know.
If you go to Chittorgarh area, a lot of people have believed that they will attach Yogi Adityanath ki ye to Rana Sangha ki Atma hai. And it's a very normal, I thought, okay, one or two people are saying this. A lot of people will come and tell you this, right? They will attach it with some great warrior of Rajasthan to Nath Parampara sadhus of today.
Exactly. So, we thought, we should make a film. We should essentially tell the story of the contribution of, a lot of people had contribution, such great contribution. A lot of people sacrificed their lives for the Ram Mandir movement. We don't have time. I could have shown, all those short films or videos. I made a video on the sacrifice that people did, so much, the great dedicated workers of Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh did, the VHP, so much. And why we made this, when we were working on this, because the role of the Goraksh Mutt and, the Guru Parampara of Yogi Ji Maharaj is not known to the people. So here is a video. If you can, Vigneshwar, play, that video. Yeah, and this is not yet released, so I would request not to record it, and if you can put it, the cameras offline. I'm just saying, previewing it, as a private, screening for the audience here. This will be released sometime soon.
पांच सौ वर्षों से भारत के हिंदुओं ने अयोध्या के राम मंदिर के पुनर्निर्माण के लिए अपना सर्वस्व न्योछावर किया है। त्याग, बलिदान और महादान की इस अविरल साधना की शुरुआत कैसे हुई? इस संघर्ष की मशाल को किसने जलाए रखा? इतिहास के कई ऐसे पृष्ठ हैं जिन्हें कम ही पलटा गया है। उनमें हमें राम जन्मभूमि संघर्ष का एक ऐसा अध्याय देखने को मिलता है जिसकी अनवरत साधना के प्रतिफल आज हिंदू ऐतिहासिक विजय के द्वार पर खड़े हैं। यह कहानी है उन महान साधु सन्यासियों की जो बिना अपना नाम लिए सभ्यता की विजय हेतु हिंदुओं का पथ प्रशस्त करते रहे। ये गाथा है गोरक्षपीठ की और राम जन्मभूमि महासंग्राम में उनके अद्वितीय योगदान की।
गोरक्षपीठ महायोगी गोरखनाथ जी की तपस्थली है। नाथ पंथ का अभ्युदय एक योगी के रूप में होता है, एक संत परंपरा के रूप में होता है और तीसरा सैनिक रूप में होता है। नाथ पंथ के योगियों का आप स्वरूप देखेंगे शुरू से लेकर के कि वो राष्ट्र के नाम पर धर्म की रक्षा के लिए बिल्कुल सैनिक रूप में होते हैं।
नाथ पंथ का प्रारंभ गुरु मत्स्येंद्र नाथ से होता है, जिन्होंने साक्षात भगवान शिव से दीक्षा प्राप्त की। फिर आगे चलकर परंपरा को व्यवस्थित स्वरूप दिया गुरु गोरखनाथ ने। इस पंथ के अनुयायियों को नाथ योगी, सिद्ध और कभी कभी अवधूत नाम से भी जाना जाता है।
जैसे नाम लिखते हैं अपने ना, तो योगी वो नाम लिखा जाता है, जो भी नाथ लगा के योगी लिखा जाता है। इसी की पहचान हमारे, और पहचान गोरखनाथ जी की पहचान, कुंडल का पहचान है नाथ संप्रदाय का। और हमारे जैसे नमस्कार होते हैं, हमारे में आदेश होता है, नाथ जी आदेश।
मेवाड़ वंश के संस्थापक बप्पा रावल को गुरु गोरखनाथ के अवतार हरित मुनि ने एक लिंग में दिव्य तलवार दी और आशीर्वाद दिया, जिसके पराक्रम से मेवाड़ वंश की स्थापना हुई और महाराणाओं की पीढ़ियों ने जन्म लिया। इसी वंश का एक बालक गोरक्षनाथ मठ में पहुंचा, दीक्षित साधु बना और बाद में महंत दिग्विजय नाथ के रूप में प्रसिद्ध हुआ।
राम जन्मभूमि मंदिर टूटता है 1528 में बाबर के आक्रमण के समय, लेकिन गोरक्षनाथ मंदिर टूट चुका था 1314-15 में, यानी कि जब अलाउद्दीन खिलजी का आक्रमण होता है गोरखनाथ मंदिर टूटता है। तो नाथ पंथ के योगी तो वहीं से अपने मंदिर की रक्षा के लिए लड़ रहे थे।
देखिए, जब भारत पराधीन था 1880 के दशक में, एक बाबा गोपाल नाथ जी का भी नाम आता है कि उन्होंने उसका आंदोलन किया था और राम जन्मभूमि के लिए उन्होंने बराबर नेतृत्व किया था।
इसके बाद अगली पीढ़ी शुरू होती है जिसमें महंत ब्रह्मनाथ जी महाराज हैं और योगी राज बाबा गंभीर नाथ जी हैं। इनके समय में गोरक्षनाथ मंदिर क्रांतिकारियों का केंद्र है।
असहयोग आंदोलन और चौरी चौरा की घटना में महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाने के बाद गोरक्ष पीठाधीश्वर महंत दिग्विजय नाथ ने भारत माता को ब्रिटिश साम्राज्यवाद की बेड़ियों से मुक्त कराने का संकल्प लिया। महंत दिग्विजय नाथ 1937 में वीर सावरकर की अध्यक्षता वाली हिंदू महासभा में शामिल हो गए। राम जन्मभूमि को मुक्त कराने का संकल्प और प्रबल हुआ।
1949 में वहाँ अखंड रामायण हो रहा है, दिग्विजय नाथ जी महाराज उसका नेतृत्व कर रहे होते हैं। संयोग है 22 और 23 दिसंबर की मध्य रात्रि रामलला का प्राकट्य होता है रात में। के बाद सुबह सुबह प्रधानमंत्री जवाहरलाल नेहरू जी का आदेश होता है कि मूर्ति वहाँ से हटा दी जाए। जिलाधिकारी के नायर ने रामलला की मूर्ति हटाने से मना कर दिया। यानी स्वतंत्र भारत में राम जन्मभूमि मंदिर से संबंधित संगठित आंदोलन की शुरुआत ये महंत दिग्विजय नाथ जी महाराज शुरू करते हैं।
महंत दिग्विजय नाथ 1967 में लोकसभा सदस्य बने और आरंभ हुआ धर्म की रक्षा के लिए राजनीति के अस्त्र के प्रयोग की अभिनव यात्रा का।
दिग्विजय नाथ जी महाराज के बाद अवैध नाथ जी महाराज उनके उत्तराधिकारी होते हैं। नाथ पंथ में उत्तराधिकार समग्रता में मिलता है। अवैध नाथ जी महाराज ने दिग्विजय नाथ जी महाराज से पूर्णता में प्राप्त किया।
जब 1984 में राम मंदिर को मुक्त कराने के लिए राष्ट्रीय स्वयंसेवक संघ, विश्व हिंदू परिषद, अयोध्या के संत सन्यासियों ने मिलकर राम जन्मभूमि मुक्ति यज्ञ समिति का गठन किया, तब उन्हें इसके अध्यक्ष के रूप में कोई ऐसा सन्यासी चाहिए था जो भारत की संस्कृति और हिंदू परंपरा के सभी मत मतांतरों का सर्वमान्य नेता हो, वो सब कुछ नहीं मिला महंत अवैधनाथ जी में। 1984 से महंत अवैधनाथ ने इस आंदोलन का नेतृत्व करना शुरू किया। विश्व हिंदू परिषद के साथ मिलकर उन्होंने कानूनी लड़ाई लड़ी। इसके परिणाम स्वरूप 1 फरवरी 1986 को फैजाबाद न्यायालय ने विवादित ढांचे का ताला खुलवा दिया। ये स्वतंत्रता के बाद राम मंदिर आंदोलन में हिंदुओं को मिलने वाली पहली विजय थी।
तो महाराज जी बार बार कहते थे ये राम मंदिर नहीं, ये राष्ट्र मंदिर है और भगवान राम ही भारत की सांस्कृतिक पुनर्जागरण के केंद्र बिंदु बनेंगे।
प्रधानमंत्री वीपी सिंह से लेकर मुलायम सिंह यादव और लालू यादव तक ने राम जन्मभूमि आंदोलन रोकने की बहुत कोशिश की, लेकिन गोरक्ष पीठाधीश्वर एवं हिंदू नेतृत्व अड़ा रहा। अक्टूबर 1992 को 5वीं धर्म सभा में महंत अवैधनाथ की अध्यक्षता में निर्णय हुआ कि 6 दिसंबर को कार सेवा करके मंदिर निर्माण आरंभ किया जाएगा, पर हिंदू समाज को इस बार सांकेतिक कार सेवा मंजूर नहीं थी। 6 दिसंबर को तो जनता ने कमान अपने ही हाथ में ले ली और ये कलंक अयोध्या की पुण्य भूमि से मिटा दिया। गोरखनाथ पीठ में एक और साहसी योद्धा इन्हीं आंदोलनों में तैयार हो रहा था, जिसने 1994 की बसंत पंचमी को महंत अवैधनाथ जी से दीक्षा ली और योगी आदित्यनाथ के नाम से जाना गया। अब ये नाम राम जन्मभूमि आंदोलन में 5वीं पीढ़ी बनकर जुड़ चुका था।
2000 तक आते आते लगभग लगने लगा था कि आंदोलन अब ढीला पड़ रहा है, आंदोलन सुस्त हो रहा है, न्यायालय की लड़ाई चल रही थी। ठीक उसी समय 2003 में 13, 14, 15 फरवरी गोरखपुर के इतिहास का एक महत्वपूर्ण तिथि है। हिंदू समाज के विविध पंथों के, विभिन्न मतों के लगभग 10 लाख लोगों का सम्मेलन होता है हिंदू महासंगम के नाम पर। उसका नेतृत्व किया था योगी आदित्यनाथ जी महाराज ने।
महंत अवैधनाथ के ब्रह्मलीन होने के पश्चात 2014 में योगी आदित्यनाथ गोरखपीठ के मुख्य पीठाधीश्वर बने और भगवत कृपा से 2017 में उत्तर प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री।
लेकिन सबसे बड़ा दायित्व राम मंदिर निर्माण का होगा, क्योंकि महंत अवैधनाथ आजीवन राम जन्मभूमि मंदिर के लिए प्रयासरत रहे।
मुख्यमंत्री होने की पहली दिवाली अयोध्या की गिनीज बुक में दर्ज होती है और वहां से हर दिवाली उसी तरह मनाई जा रही थी जैसे भगवान राम वापस अयोध्या के आ रहे हैं। अयोध्या के नाम पर वहां के जनपद का नाम बनाया जाना, फिर वहां का विकास किया जाना, सड़कों का निर्माण, घाटों का निर्माण।
बड़ी खबर इस वक्त की आपको एक बार फिर बता दें, अयोध्या में बनेगा राम मंदिर। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने राम मंदिर बनाने के लिए एक ट्रस्ट निर्माण की भूमिका केंद्र सरकार को दी है।
मेरी सरकार ने फैसला किया है कि अयोध्या कानून के तहत अधिगृहित संपूर्ण भूमि जो लगभग 67.703 एकड़ है, उसे श्री राम जन्मभूमि तीर्थ क्षेत्र को हस्तांतरित किया जाए।
सर्वोच्च न्यायालय का फैसला आते ही 5 पीढ़ियों का संघर्ष सफल हुआ।
अगर ये मंदिर पर निर्णय मान लीजिए कि 1992 में आ जाता, 2000 में भी आ जाता, तो क्या होता? जब तिरपाल नहीं बदलने दी जा रही थी, कोई मुख्यमंत्री इतनी बार अयोध्या जाता हो जितना वो गोरखपुर न आया हो। ये बता रहा था कि गुरु के अंतिम इच्छा को पूरी करने पर योगी आदित्यनाथ जी महाराज काम कर रहे थे।
एक संत हैं, प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री हैं, फिर भी कहीं भी पहनावा में अथवा आहार विहार में कोई अंतर नहीं, एकदम बिल्कुल उसी तरह से चलते जा रहे हैं। 4 बजे निद्रा से उठ जाना, बिस्तर छोड़ देना, मुख्यमंत्री बने कर लेते हैं। जनता के सुख और दुख उसको भी सुनना, जनता दरबार लगाना प्रत्येक दिन, वो भी एक दिन की बात नहीं है। ये इनकी परंपरा हम तो 28-30 वर्ष से देख ही रहे हैं।
22 जनवरी 2024 को आयोजित राम मंदिर की प्राण प्रतिष्ठा और भव्य उद्घाटन एक ऐतिहासिक घटना है जो भारतीय सांस्कृतिक विरासत के इतिहास में एक महत्वपूर्ण उपलब्धि को दर्शाती है।
ये श्री राम के रूप में भारतीय संस्कृति के प्रति अटूट विश्वास की भी प्राण प्रतिष्ठा है।
आत्मा प्रफुल्लित है कि मंदिर वही बना है जहां बनाने का संकल्प लिया था। मुझे पूज्य संतों और अपनी गुरु परंपरा का पुण्य स्मरण हो रहा है। आज उनकी आत्मा को असीम संतोष और आनंद की अनुभूति हो रही होगी।
आज उत्तर प्रदेश की अयोध्या अगर इस रूप में है तो केवल इसलिए है कि राष्ट्र का नेतृत्व माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी के हाथ में है और उत्तर प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ महाराज।
अयोध्या के साथ अन्याय हुआ और महोदय, जब मैं अन्याय की बात करता हूं तो हमें 5000 वर्ष पुरानी बात भी याद आने लगती है। उस समय पांडवों के साथ भी अन्याय हुआ। कृष्ण गए थे कौरवों के पास, उन्होंने कहा था बस दे दो केवल 5 ग्राम, रखो अपनी धरती तमाम। हम वही खुशी से खाएंगे, परिजन पर हंसी न उठाएंगे। लेकिन दुर्योधन वह भी दे न सका, आशीष समाज की ले न सका। यहां तक कि उसने भगवान श्री कृष्ण को बंधक बनाने का कुछ प्रयास किया। उल्टे हरि को बांधने चला, चौथा साध्य साधने चला। यही तो हुआ था अयोध्या के साथ, और यही हुआ काशी के साथ, और यही हुआ था मथुरा के साथ भी। सैकड़ों वर्षों से यहाँ की आस्था केवल 3 के लिए बात कर रही है। 3 के
समूचे हिंदू समाज को योगी आदित्यनाथ ने अपना संरक्षण और सुरक्षित भविष्य दिखाई देता है। गोरक्षपीठ ने देश को एक ऐसा सन्यासी दिया है जो राम राज्य की संकल्पना पर शासन कर रहा है। हर युद्ध के अनेक नायक होते हैं। इस विराट धर्म युद्ध में अग्रिम पंक्ति में खड़े रहने वाले नायक तैयार करने वाली गोरखपीठ को सरयू माता शुभाशीष दे रही है। आदि गुरु भगवान शिव प्रसन्न है और प्रभु श्री राम गोरखपुर के इस मठ को चिरकाल तक दिग्विजय रहने का वरदान दे रहे हैं।
So if you ask me, as I see things, and as I understand, there is no other way. There is only one way, and which is the yogi way. So let us all come together and pray that, as the time comes, he becomes the Prime Minister of Bharat and take Bharat to the great heights. Over to you, Shantanu ji.
I'll tell you one or two more instances. When I realized that while I was researching his youthful days, that what kind of courage he had. So there was an instant when he was part of a group where they're conversing for a student leader, and they went out of the city, and it gets dark very little early in the hills, and it was around 6-7 o'clock, and no bus was stopping to come back, right? Because there's a normally there is a saying कि ये बच्चे चढ़ जाएंगे टिकट नहीं लेंगे, so why do waste seats? So no bus was stopping. One bus went, another bus went, and all the women, the girl participants were getting little edgy because this is 91-92 of India कि इतनी मुश्किल से तो चुनाव लड़ने की परमिशन ली है पिताजी से. If I go back by 8-9, he will not even allow, let alone election, he will not even allow me to go to college, right? When he heard this, he stood in the front of the next bus. Though I'll not recommend this to the young people here, but can you imagine it? Will you do that? Will you? And he was like almost, and all his classmates say कि वो मर गया था उस दिन अजय. And he like was stopped an inch, and then when he gets up, he said कि मैं सबके टिकट के पैसे खुद दूंगा. Meaning, well, he's not. I'm not a gunda to stop a bus, and I'll make sure that because you are not stopping. This is one. And after a couple of months, अखिल भारतीय विद्यार्थी परिषद का एक बड़ा पूरा उत्तराखंड लेवल का एक अधिवेशन होता है. And one of the participants who came from outside town, he dies of Heja. And nobody is ready to touch the body, right? Police case hai, bimari communicable hai, right? Even the hospital was tiny, so it's go dispose of karo jaldi. And all his friends also almost deserted him. Only one friend, he wrapped in the hospital bed sheet, called a truck auto and usko leke gaye, and he got infected. And he was in hospital for a couple of months. But can you imagine a 20-year-old had this courage to handle a dead body and take it to the village? Aise you will find multiple instances in his life which are not very normal. In fact, I remember when I was launching this book, I did a 20-day US tour before the 22 election. I was in Harvard, and one Indian boy asked me कि sir ये तो योगी हैं, इनको पहाड़ों में जाके संन्यास लेके पूजा वूजा करनी चाहिए. Why he is enjoying the fruits of politics? Exactly that this is the way he articulated. And then an answer emerged, and I found multiple examples that why being a yogi is an asset for him, not a liability. And I quoted 2 examples there. I'll tell them quickly. The first file that came to him was ki which car you will buy. Which car shall we buy for the Chief Minister's office? Right? I told this multiple times on interviews, but let me say it again. So, कौन सी कार खरीदी जाए, right? So he said, नहीं कार की क्यों ज़रूरत है? Yogi ji said, why we need a car? We must be having a car used by the previous chief minister. So he said, no sir, this is the trend in UP. New chief minister, new car. Mayawati made us buy a 2 crore rupees Land Rover. Then Akhilesh Yadav came, he made us buy 2 Mercedes-Benz SUVs worth 7 crore rupees. So now you tell me which car we shall buy for you, right? And he got a little edgy, right? And he gets a little angry for such things, right? He said, I'm not here to buy a new car. I'm here so that my people can buy cars. And he said, okay, you may want to spend money, right? Spend 250 rupees of yours, buy a saffron towel, put it in the chair of my car, so that will remind me daily that I have not came to this office to buy cars. I have came this office for Tyag and so that my state can prosper. And I asked the Harvard boys, you learn politics here, you learn campaigning here, you learn election politics. Do you learn Tyag for a politician? There is corruption in American politics, right? So a 1 year of Harvard course can't make you a selfless politician, but a long yogic career can make you a sacrificing politician, right? One more incident. In fact, as soon as he became the chief minister, Praveenji, he started training himself. Because in his 19 years of parliament, he was never a minister. So being a parliamentarian, a minister is quite a different ballgame, right? So he started training himself, so much so that he took the whole ministry to IIM Lucknow. So there is IIM in Lucknow also. It's one of the old IIMs. And they were trained on management, monitoring, reading budgets. And then after learning then, he started reading UP budget from last 10 years. Because his idea is, if there is not a location in the budget, I can't do much. And there is a line item he was very confused of, right? And he strike that line item and flagged it off in every file for 10 years and asked his officer, finance secretary, what is this line item? I'll tell you the line item later. He said, sir, even I don't know. This is some historical thing happening from last 40 years in UP. Then he called some institutional old babu, like who was a junior staff, but there from last 40 years. And then line item was income tax payment for UP chief minister and ministers of UP. UP government is paying the income tax for UP chief minister and the ministers of UP. He said, why are we paying income tax? He said, from my chief secretary to my 4th class staff, everyone their income tax. Why I can't pay my tax? There was a minister sitting in that. He said, can you pay your tax? He has to say, yes, I can pay my tax. He can't say much in front of. And then he realized, if you know VP Singh, we have shown VP Singh. VP Singh ji was also the chief minister of UP for 2 years. So when VP Singh ji was chief minister, he passed an order that it seems chief ministers and ministers' salaries are not much, so their income tax should be paid by the government. And since 40 years, nobody even bothered, and chief ministers and the UP ministers are taxed by government order. Income tax was paid by UP government. He said, this stupidity will not go under my rule. From the 40-year rule, he just stuck down, and today you will be happy that income tax of Yogi Adityanath's ministers are paid by them, not by UP government. You will find multiple such instances where you will find a yogic way in his science background and his yogic shiksha comes beautifully. I remember I was in fact in the room that day in the previous Kumbh. You all must be knowing there is a Mahakumbh in this January, the 12-year wala Kumbh in Prayag. So this is the last Kumbh 2019, which was the Ardh Kumbh, and some coffee table book came for his review. And apart from the aesthetics, he was correcting the Sanskrit matras in the shlokas. And he said, no, this is not the, वो सर कहाँ से लिया है? वो सर विकिपीडिया से लिया. He said no, not Wikipedia. He called two scholars. He said उनके साथ बैठो and let's reconstruct this book. So from talking from QR code to monitoring to taking them to IM to checking the Sanskrit matras, this range of quantum that he have, from spending 19 years in parliament, spending like time with 300 people from last 20 years, understanding the modern word and the Gurukul word, that I think makes him what he is. Such a, if I use the word little lower order word, a useful politician for Bharatvarsh for today, which is, it's like a gift to us that we are living. In fact, I told in a podcast, I feel very fortunate whenever I enter in his room and he says, Shantanu ji, aap kaise hain? I go, oh my God, he's saying my name. And he's available to us, to all of us in the same life. So, yeah, what you said is a prophecy should come true.
Absolutely. That reminds me, my first interaction with him was when I was making a film, and some of you must have seen it, we were blessed to make a film on Kashi Vishwanath, when, the Kashi Vishwanath temple was being inaugurated, and the Prime Minister had to inaugurate the temple, and we were asked to make this film. So, that was my first interaction. So I was asked that, an interview. I was asked what all you want. I said, I would like to interview the Honorable Chief Minister Yogi Ji because he has a substantial contribution in the construction of this temple. So things were lined up. I went. So then the bureaucrats, the senior bureaucrats, they all came dancing around. That what you want to ask, what is that? You tell us. So I said, there are general things I want to ask. This is, I have interviewed hundreds of people in my life. I just want to ask, about Kashi Vishwanath, how he went about it. He said, no, we can't do this. You have to, we will write, the questions and we will write the answers. So I said, okay, I don't mind it, So they wrote all the questions and all the answers. So, and they said, there will be a teleprompter and, he will look at that. And I said, okay. So before the interview, Yogi Ji, he called me and he called the bureaucrats and he said, what is that? Show it to me. And then he read it. So as you were saying, when he read it, he found, so many mistakes in that. And he lambasted all of this. What is this, He made all the corrections, himself with the pen. And he said, now this is okay, fine. Now, as the luck would have it, those people, those bureaucrats there, the corrected version, unfortunately, could not be played on the teleprompter when I rolled the cameras. The uncorrected version, God knows how it came there, And I was seeing that, I was interviewing him, there were 3 cameras set up, and as he was answering my questions, because I could not see the teleprompter, it was facing him, and I could see that he was trying to, make corrections while on the go and speak. And then he said, wait, just stop it. उसको रोको भी. तो मैंने कहा क्या हुआ? तो he said, ये सब अंड बंड आ रहा है, गलत आ रहा है. इस तरीके से बिल्कुल नहीं होगा. I will not do it like this, I have to go now to a rally and I'll come back and, you keep everything ready and we will, Chaturvedi ji, I'll come back and then you take the interview. When he came back, again they had prepared the new one and I said, enough. I said, Maharaji, you just sit, I'll ask you questions, you give me the answers, I'll take the best excerpts, from it, and we'll put it in the film. So that was it, So that's how it has been, but, very important thing for Hindus, there's so much, there's a time constraint. Everybody, when I was talking to people while making these films, everybody has great respect for him. Everybody knows he's incorruptible. Small thing, he asked somebody that, now when he became the MP, he had to go to Delhi. So one of his very close, he told me, and he said, कि वो जो plane में, what we take, bag and I guess a bag ले आओ. So bag, the guy, bought him a, bag, that trolley bag that you have, you take it, So that trolley bag he saw and he said, it's very good, but what is the cost? So the guy, he said, this is the cost, which was again an expensive one, He said, what are you joking or what? this expensive bag, I will take it. I don't want this. Return it. Just get me an ordinary bag. That would be enough. So such are great stories, you know. So the point that you raised, you know, one last thing, you know, I would like to point I would like to make is, you know, 2 minutes video I made, you know, on the very important point, you know, how the world was rattled. Ratanji is here, you know, maybe you've not seen this. When Yogi ji was made, you know, the chief minister, how the world and the Western media was rattled, you know. And we made a short video. Can you please play, you know, that one? Oh, acha. Okay. Why I'm showing, because, you know, all Hindus, you know, should know that how the world is conspiring against us, you know. How they don't want to see Bharat coming up. They don't want to see, you know, the Hindu identities, you know. We both are wearing, you know, the Bhagwa, you know, today. You know, it is consciously we are put in it.
Recently, who wears his identity on his sleeve can hold political office.
Video.
The average...
Start it from the beginning, please.
Recently, Western media was seen frothing that a Hindu hardliner monk has been elected as chief minister, promoting Hindutva. The overtone is, how come a Hindu who wears his identity on his sleeve can hold political office? The average Indian is crushing under the load of secularism. A leader elected by the people is not enough. Democracy is not enough. It has to be secular. Otherwise, what will the Gora Sahib say? Oh, the Sahibs. The Queen of England is the head of both the church and the nation. She even carries the title Defender of the Faith. The Church of England is the official church of the nation. Yet Britain is secular, for it is an honorable country. The flag of Great Britain has 3 Christian crosses from the flags of the churches of England, Scotland, and Ireland. Yet Britain is secular, for it is an honorable country. The Parliament reserves 26 seats in the House of Lords for the bishops of the Church of England. These non-elected bishops start every session with a Christian prayer. Not 5, 10, 20, but a shocking 92 seats in the House of Lords are reserved for those born into the royal families. These royals become lords only based on their birth and take political decisions, yet neither secularism nor democracy is threatened. Instead, our secularists offer them a standing ovation. How dare the heathens elect their representatives? How dare democracy work?
I just say the one last thing, I think, which is one of the major attributes of Yogi Adityanath. We all keep hearing about bulldozer, right? So as soon as he came to office, his first action was to identify the organized mafia. And UP had like most structured organized mafia. When it's an organized mafia, a person has a team of 100, 200, he is sitting on a thousands crores rupees of empire, and they're marked like he's a sand mafia, he's a land mafia, he's a cheating mafia, he's a kidnapping mafia, and they were like attributes and their expertise. And you identify all of them, the number was almost 11,000. And then the, as we call in police language, dabish, like all the STF and the special task forces started. And in the process, and these were people who were FIR'd, who were never even caught, who ran from jails, who ran from courtrooms, and finally, after multiple years, decades, someone was even trying to catch them. And in the process, some of the people who did counter-firing, they got shot dead. Out of this 10,000, multiple people went to jail. Only 150 got encountered in the ambush, right? And then they make out, oh my God, human rights. So I was talking to one of the home secretaries in his first 2-3 years. I'm saying how you managed all of this, because there are human rights drama, there is all the media channels. He said once Yogi ji called me in the night. He does a morning meeting with his media team, and he has a night, like 9 o'clock meeting with his police team, which is very important for him. He said he called me and said, ये सारे असुर हैं, इनको मारोगे तो पुण्य मिलेगा. And after that I was open. And he also said some sidelines, यार कुछ भी होगा तो मठ से वकील लगा के बचाऊंगा. So after that I was like, let me earn as much punya as I can. And then the way UP is cleaned, right? And then the investment started coming. I'm born and brought up in UP. It's a very, very different state. If you have seen UP 10 years back and what we see now, I remember Ratan Sharadaji and is sitting, we were roommates during the Pran Pratishtha days. We were 5 days, we stayed together. And we roamed in the streets of Ayodhya, talking to every person, not only Ayodhya, how UP, the image of UP has changed, right? And that's what my subtitle for my book, my second book, The Monk Who Transformed Uttar Pradesh. And the subtitle is, How Yogi Adityanath Changed UP Wala Bhaiya Abuse to a Badge of Honor. UP Wala Bhaiya was abuse. If you go to a Maharashtra or a Tamil Nadu, अरे UP से भैया आ गया, इसका तो डिग्री भी फेक होगा, कुछ मर्डर वर्डर करके आया होगा. Now, when you come from UP, it's a badge of honor. You're coming from Yogi Adityanath's UP. And that's what has, as you said, as I think Jagan was saying, how Uttar Pradesh has become a Uttam Pradesh. It's really that you can see from 24/7 electricity to highways, expressways, airports. What happening in education is not happening in even multiple cities. If you talk to CM, he will like show his tab at a drop of a hat. Oh, ये data देखो, ये trend देखो, QR code देखो. He's like a techie guy, na? Akhilesh Yadav keeps saying कि इनको तो tab computer on करना नहीं आता. That's just a political jargon, right? So the way he operates in his office and the way it operates is mutt. They're two different words, but how they emerge in Chief Minister's office, I think that's how UP is emerging beautifully. And watching his own eyes and documenting it has become like an aim of my life.
You're right. I was talking to the very senior IPS who's the chief of his security, and when I was researching, and you know what he said? He said, we are like IAS and IPS, and we are supposed to be the creamy people, from the country, intellectuals. But when we talk to Maharaj, the questions he asks and the things he points out, to us, even we don't have answers. He has such a sharp acumen.
legal brain.
Yeah.
Before going to any court case, the lawyers come and talk to him that what we are going to solicit. And that's why what we are seeing is only the top jargon, bulldozer, baba and all, but there is a whole, because let's say this bulldozer thing, right? Why in all the 2000 plus cases, UP police was not faulted in even, because every case finally goes to a court, right? So he asked, I'm sure if you know how the bulldozing thing happens, right? You have to give 3 notices. First notice, then 15 days another notice, then 6 months a notice, and last notice you have to paste also. Usko, you have to chaspa karna, right? You have to paste the notice also. If all the procedures done, you can very well go ahead and bulldoze. Sometimes the notices were coming in Akhilesh government also. Because see, notices are like government phenomena. You have to keep doing notice, but I'll not do anything. So as soon as any big criminal is getting caught, he said, "Iska dhanda kya hai? How is earning money?" He said, "Iska scrap ka kaam hai, iska ye kaam hai. Legal hai kya? Nahi. Documents kya hai ye? Tod do kar." If you can defend it legally, break the house so that you break the backbone of his. Like if his empire is not there, what will he do? So he's very straitjacket about that. Yeah.
So the church bell is ringing, here, and I think thank you so much, to the audience. Thank you for listening so patiently and watching our films. Thank you, Shantanu ji. Thank you so much.